Ladies and gentlemen, my name is the Executioner E.T. Eric Tyler Mullins, aka the Bruiser, Bubba Ty, and I am here on behalf of SVBW and its revival, which will be taking place in the spring of 2023. Southwest Virginia Backyard Wrestling. Ladies and gentlemen, I am the voice of SVBW now, and over the past couple of weeks, we have been counting down the greatest rivalries of all time in SVBW history. Last week's rivalry was number 4 on the countdown, as it was the Enigma Kine taking on the Dark Wolf Logan Price in a rivalry that stretched the imagination, stretched the styles of these two competitors. Logan being a power-based and ground and pound type of competitor, Kine being a technical and high-flying wrestler, and those two going out to the backyard and bringing out the very best in one another. That's what you love from backyard wrestling. That's what you love from wrestling in general. Coming in at number 3 this week on the Rivalries Countdown, according to yours truly, the Executioner E.T., is a rivalry that is near and dear to my heart, as I was the founder of this great faction known as Oblivion. Yes, I am talking about the rivalry between Oblivion and the Outer Circle. That is rivalry number 3 on the countdown of SVBW's greatest rivalries. We had so many pieces in this rivalry. Clay Mercer and the Riot, Mikey Reedy, ultimately defected to the Outer Circle during this time of the rivalry. So it left Logan Price and yours truly in a very tough spot, defending the Outer Circle. That we did, and that we were very successful in. By the end of 2020, we had a lot of great things planned out. Logan had 6 matches at Finish Line 1, and the final match of the day was the finals of the Finish Line 1 tournament, as Bulletproof Clay Mercer, as he was known at the time, took on the Dark Wolf Logan Price. And I was Logan Price's advocate for all of his matches that day, including this final match. But what Logan didn't know was that I was going to turn on him and ultimately align with the man that would become my best friend in all of backyard wrestling, Clay Mercer, and help him win Finish Line 1, a tournament that was created by him and by myself to honor the legacies of his late grandmother and my late best friend, Chance Craft. As 2020 drug along, we had some deception within the ranks from the Outer Circle, and we would grow on to have a lot of different things take place. But the one constant that was beyond everything else was the true feeling of bond between myself and the Dark Wolf Logan Price. And that's what I found to be most successful in this rivalry. No matter what side of the rivalry we was on, whether I was in the Outer Circle, whether I was in the Oblivion faction, it did not matter. Logan and I always had the utmost respect for one another. Logan would still come to me for advice. He would still ask me what I would need to do to get myself better and get myself over. And I was very thankful for that. Logan and Nicole had a great rivalry. Myself and Dustin had a great rivalry. J.D. Mercer and Hunter, they had a great rivalry. Logan and Hunter had a great rivalry. Myself and Bob, as the advocates for the both factions, we had a great rivalry. So to me, those two factions and this rivalry number 3 between Oblivion and the Outer Circle is the number 3 rivalry of all time in UCWA/SVBW. Coming up next week, ladies and gentlemen, rivalry number 2. We'll continue the countdown. We'll have you more for you coming up next week. Until next week, ladies and gentlemen, here on the SVBW YouTube channel, my name is E.T., and I'm out. Have a good one, everybody.